Alright guys, I thought I'd do a little video today. I've put a little over 100 hours on my little FF12 from FF Industrial. Basically the exact same thing as a QH12. I've had people argue with me and say that it wasn't, but they're identical. The body panels are, the back panel is a little bit different on a QH12. The only difference I've seen, because when I went and bought this one, they were sitting side by side. The QH12 didn't have the filter on it, and you know, mine's got the filter on it, and it had it when I bought it, and that's what I wanted. I wanted one with a filter. But I put 100 hours on it, and it's been a great little machine. Really, the only issues that I've had with it is when I got it, the hour meter wouldn't work, so I put another hour meter on it. The choke cable was froze the day I went to get it, and the guy kind of messed it up when he was trying to get it started. So I put a new choke cable on it, and that pretty much cured that whole issue. I have had a track come off a couple of times. Lately I haven't. It's been a long time. I've tightened them up good, and so I've had good luck with that. As far as upgrades, I did install 2 fans, one on each side, and I'd installed I've got them run to this fuse box right here, and then if I want any other accessories I can run them to the fuse box, but my other one's over here. And I did, of course, put the hinges on the latches so that you can swing this back door open and get to the motor and do whatever you want to the motor. So that I do have an oil cooler for the hydraulic system. I just have not installed it. Haven't taken the time to install it. The only other issue is this on and off switch is kind of weird, because you got to put it in this position for it to not have any power, and I don't understand that, but that just seems to be the way it is. But I have installed quick attach, which works great. I highly recommend the quick attach, and then put the hydraulic thumb. And one thing I will tell you about these hydraulic thumbs, I see so many people, when they ship you this hydraulic thumb, this hydraulic cylinder is turned the other way to where these face out like this. And you got these hoses all dangled down here and in the way. All you got to do is take this bolt off and take this one off and turn this cylinder around, and they'll face back this way, and then your hose will sit there nice and flat like it's supposed to in a natural curve. No problem. I've had a lot of guys argue with me about that, and that's all you got to do right there. And then you won't have them hoses dangled down here in the way catching on everything. But I highly recommend the hydraulic thumb. That works so well because you can pick up stuff. I'm going to have to make an extension for it, because when I put this on, it's not quite long enough, so I'm going to make a little bit of an extension somehow on that. I did buy the 8-inch bucket. I like that a little better for digging stumps out, which is what I come back here today to do. I'm going to do a little stump digging, but the tilt trailer works good to put it on, because I can haul it out here. The projects that I've done, I cleaned out a pond, or I completely got rid of a pond. So here's the pond that I took out. It was pretty nasty. It took a little while to do it. Done it with this and my 8N, but I got it all done, and it looks pretty nice now. I've removed so many stumps with it and cleaned up little areas. Back here it was a real mess. I wish I had some pictures of it before, but I didn't make any. So here's another little project that I done. Cleaned up this little area here that was out in this field where I could get some grass growing in this area, and it turned out pretty nice. But they're so handy for doing these little projects like this. This project over here, there was a bunch of, and I'll put up a before picture up on this one. So this down here is my next project with the Mini X. I'm going to go in here and take all these trees and stuff out that are back here and try to clean this spot up through here. There's a big rock pile there that needs to be moved. That's my next project. I'm doing a little burning right now, just trying to get the underbrush out there. I'm going to go in and cut these trees off and then dig the stumps out with the excavator. The little Mini. there was a bunch of junk over here and a bunch of trees and stuff in here, and I went in here and dug cut all the trees out and pulled all the stumps and everything out. I've still got a lot of work to do in here, but this is, if you see the before picture and now, it's completely different. It looks very good. But so as far as these little mini excavators go, you have so many people, you know, that come on there and said, oh, they're junk, oh, they're jerky, they're this or that. They're jerky if you try to run them at high RPMs where you don't need to run them. This little machine will do all the work that it's capable of doing between quarter and half throttle. Matter of fact, where I've got it set right now, that machine will do basically all the work you need to do at not much throttle than it's running right now. And so I don't understand. Yes, they're jerky. If you slam these hydraulic levers around, yes, they are jerky. It'll send you through the front, like the one guy that got slammed into the windshield. Well, but good little machines. I don't have much problem with mine as far as jerkiness. I've learned to run it and not had too much issues with it that a lot of these guys have had. One thing you want to do is when you buy one, when you get it home, I highly stress, change the oil, change the engine oil, change the hydraulic oil. The stuff they send in them is junk. You definitely want to change that stuff out or you will have issues. Another thing is go through and check all the bolts. Guys have had problems with bolts coming loose. I have not had one loose bolt on this whole machine. I check that swing motor constantly to make sure that there's no problems with it. I've never touched it. I've never done anything with the bolts on it. They have stayed tight since I got it, and I've never had to do anything on it. So, but I highly stress going through and checking that stuff. But all in all, good little machine. I highly recommend them, and that's my spiel on it. I'm going to dig some stumps out today. I've got a couple stumps over here that when I brush hog this area back here, I've got to go around them or try to make sure I don't hit them. So those two stumps right there, old cedar stumps, both of them are going to come out because I can't swing in here and get this area with them in the way. And let's see, there's another one right there that I may take out, and then another one, there's two right there that I'll probably take out also. I really need to do something with that tree too. The wind took it down, and so I may dig it out. Kind of depends on what kind of time frame we're looking at here, because these won't take long to take out. They're old and it don't take too long to dig those out, so I might try to get a little footage of that. But sometimes you just gotta mess with them a little bit, and that's one that's fairly heavy, so you want to watch or you will go with it. It's actually 3 stumps out. Had one little bitty one there that I didn't see. But I got those pulled out, and pretty good sized stumps. Didn't take me too long. About 30 minutes or so is about what it took to pull them out. I don't have to finish this real smooth because it's not in the yard or nothing. It's just back here by the woods. And the main reason I wanted them out is because I kind of want to be able to brush hog in here, and every time I brush hog I got to watch and not hit them. So, but they are out now and we are in good shape. I am going to pull, I found another one over here that I need to get out. That one right there, I'm going to pull it out next. It's going to be a little tougher because it's right by that tree and there'll be a root there, but we'll get it pulled out too. Well, I got these 4 stumps out. That one right there was really tough. I hadn't been cutting there as long, I don't think, as these over here had. But I got 4, I actually got 5, one little bitty one. But got these all dug out. There's 2 here. Got them all, I got those all dug out with the old FF12. It done a really good job.